what you do.
Go ahead and make sure you are live.
All right. Yeah, I was gonna say well, it says we're live, but we'll double check here.
Same.
See if anybody joins us. I did just post it on Instagram, but so we'll see if anybody comes in. It was very last minute, so it might just be the three of us just kind of talking, but
That's cool.
We
but
live.
that'll be
baby.
fine. We'll watch a good movie.
Yeah, we're live.
Sweet. All right. We got one viewer. Somebody's gonna come watch Batman: Mask of the Phantasm with us, maybe, or at least hang out with us while we watch it.
Right.
It's me.
So that is what we're doing. Oh, it's you.
Yeah.
Hilarious. So yeah, well, if anybody else is out there watching, we're gonna watch Batman: Mask of the Phantasm as a tribute to Kevin Conroy, the greatest of all time Batman actor. So
Still my favorite Batman.
absolutely, still mine too.
Same.
We also have our Batman the Animated Series Funko Pops. Mine is out of the box, unfortunately, but
Mine's
we've got
still in
it
the
here.
box.
Blasphemer.
I know.
Yeah, I didn't grab my Phantasm. I do have Phantasm as well.
I don't have Phantasm, unfortunately. I wish I did, but I do have Mr. Freeze here, though.
He has Mr. Freeze though. I want that. That's the one I want.
Yeah, that's dope. I want that.
That's the one I want. You should have
Also
kept it in the
sadly out of
box.
the box.
You should have kept that.
I
in the box.
know. I should have.
Cause they had that DC logo on the box too, the sticker.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you're right. Because it came with the. I wish that subscription box still existed. I was kind of bummed when they had to close shop, I guess, or whatever. It was
I
called.
think it was that so many people still didn't have that set. I think more people got Marvel than DC.
Yeah, probably.
Marvel is still a thing. I think they just released one. It was Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Nice.
That was the box.
That's
You get
cool.
like an exclusive Miles and Gwen, and you get like a
Nice.
T-shirt or something like that. Yeah, it was nice.
I might have to do that box because I really like the DC box. It always came with a Funko Pop and it always had like a T-shirt usually and a couple other random things. It was called Legion of Collectors, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was kind of bummed when they had to stop. I'm trying to think what other Funkos I got through that subscription box. There was the armored. So the very first one I think I got was
Armored
Batman from Yep.
Yeah, I remember that one too. I wanted that so bad.
I'm looking at them right here and trying to figure out. And I think Steppenwolf from Justice League, not Zack Snyder's Justice League, but the Justice League. I think that was one of the ones from the box.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. And I know Nightwing, like old school Nightwing, in like the not cool outfit from the comics. That one was one in one of the boxes as well.
Okay,
and there's one of the best, and I did keep these in the box, was a Green Lantern set. It had Kilowog and two other characters who I can't think of. I'll grab it real fast.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't think I got. Yeah, I don't have Nightwing anymore. I had a Nightwing one, but I think I got rid of that one. Yeah, I had a Nightwing Funko Pop. I think I got rid of that one.
I still got my Nightwing one.
Yeah, so I did keep. So this one was really cool. This was in the Green Lantern box, and it has Guy Gardner, Kilowog, and Chip, I guess. So I thought that was pretty cool. I couldn't take them out of the box, and it does have the DC Legion of Collectors exclusive on there.
Yep.
Yeah, that was cool. I missed that box. I wish they still had that. Being a DC fan. Well, I don't want to wait too long, so should we go ahead and get started, and whoever joins us can join us, and we'll let them know where we are in the movie?
Yeah.
All right, so just like most watch-alongs, we're going to do a little 3, 2, 1 countdown. We've got our movie started at 000, basically. I think the three of us are watching it on Blu-ray, but I believe it's also on HBO Max if you want to watch it on HBO Max.
Yeah, it's on HBO Max.
Here we go. We'll go 3, 2, 1, play. Of course, my PS4 is delayed a little bit, but that's right.
Yeah, by a second.
Yeah.
Bugs
I
Bunny.
see the Warner Brothers logo. Yep, Bugs Bunny.
Oh, I don't remember. It doesn't open up like the series, does it?
No, it has some amazing music though.
It does have amazing. It does.
Yeah,
have
this music is fantastic.
I would have loved to hear the just the animated opening though.
That would have been pretty cool. Yeah, I wish I could have seen. I didn't see this in the theater. I really wish I had. It would have been incredible.
I know this movie didn't do particularly well in the box office. I know that. But it was a last minute thing though. I don't think it was marketed very well either.
Right? No, I don't think it was.
Right.
Like I was right age to see it. It was when it came out. You know, I forget what year it was. Was it like 93 or something?
I think it was 93.
So I'd have been 9, 10 years old. I would have been the perfect age to go see it. But for whatever reason, I didn't get around to it. And maybe that was due to the marketing. Maybe my parents didn't know about it or something.
Yeah, it was 93. But doesn't this movie technically take place before the series, right? This is like
I think the main story like is after, but it's flashbacks, so it goes back and forth between the past and the present.
See when he first puts the cowl on, you see Alfred's face when he finally sees him in the bad suit.
Yeah.
We got Mark Thomas in the chat saying I'm ready. We're watching it. We are the opening credits just ended, so.
Oh, this classic!
Join us.
This classic animation.
We are.
Yeah, I know.
We are 2 minutes and 16 seconds in.
Thank you, Stu.
Mm-hmm. So, when were you guys first introduced to Batman?
It was 89 Batman. No, it was Batman Returns. I saw Batman Returns first before I started watching this show.
How about you?
It's hard to answer because I know I watched both the Adam West TV show and Super Friends when I was a kid. And I was 6 years old when Batman came out. 89 Batman came out. Or actually, I was 5 years old when it came out. And I remember seeing it in the theater. But I also knew who Batman was already at that time and everything. So I would say it was probably Super Friends, the animated from the 80s, the one with the what were they called? The Power Twins or whatever they were called?
The Wonder Twins.
Wonder Twins, that's what it was, yeah. So that was probably how I was introduced to Batman, I imagine.
For me, it was Batman the Animated Series.
Nice.
That was the first Batman thing I had ever seen. I used to tune in on Kids WB every day at 4:30. I couldn't wait. So yeah, Kevin Conroy was my introduction to Batman.
What a great introduction.
Yeah.
I have no idea who voiced Batman on Super Friends. I know it wasn't Adam West, it was somebody else, but yeah, so for growing up for a long time, my favorite Batman was Michael Keaton just because Batman 89 just blew me away.
Mm-hmm.
Even as a 5-year-old, I just was so amazed with it. And then Batman Returns came out before the animated series started. And so once the animated series started, I never disliked Kevin Conroy at all, but I always still kind of had in my brain that Michael Keaton was the best. But there's no denying that this is one of the best animated series of all time.
Mm-hmm.
And Kevin Conroy is a big part of that, I think.
Yeah, it changed animation like forever. Because it had a very noir feel to it. It was taking Batman back to his detective roots, and kind of separating him from the Justice League, at least for the time being. And they wanted to take Batman seriously, because at this time, cartoons animation was just like it was cartoons. It was Looney Tunes and even some of the stuff in the 80s like He-Man,
well, even the Super Friends, that was
Super
all
Friends.
geared towards children. That was
it was
it was
very much geared towards children. And even though this it took itself seriously, and Kevin Conroy mentioned that this was a very expensive show to make because they invested a lot of time and money into it because they believed in it. And it was innovative, not only in the way that they handled the story, but just in the way that they animated it. They animated it in Korea on black paper, which gave it an even darker feel to it.
Right.
Which no one had ever done before with an animated series. So this changed the way people made cartoons. It changed the way people animated things from then on.
That's really cool. I think I remember reading about the black paper thing, but totally forgot about it. And that is amazing.
Yo, y'all catch what she said? I would never say the N-word in front of Bruce. She's black. But I love the way this show is animated. I love that it has like technology mixed in with the 40s aesthetic, 50s
Art Deco.
aesthetic.
I love that.
Like
Art Deco.
You don't know what time period it is because of that.
And that's what makes it timeless. Because you got these old 1940s, early 1950s cars,
guns,
and Tommy guns. But Batman has all of this high tech technology. He got afterburners in his car and
like back computer and everything.
The back computer,
100-inch screen.
So it could be in the 40s, it could be in the 60s, it could be in the 90s. We don't know, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, this show definitely. Oh, go ahead.
Well, I was just saying this show I think does that perfectly. Superman does it a little bit, and I like it for both characters. I like when Superman also kind of has that as well, when it has the Art Deco, but modern day technology and stuff. I would love to see that done in a live action movie.
Yeah.
I would say this the show inspired a lot of the Fox animated shows too, like X-Men and Spider-Man and all them. This show inspired all of them.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, without this show you wouldn't have those shows.
Right.
Because X-Men and especially Spider-Man took it a step further and did
3D.
It did 3D and it did multi-episode storytelling.
Right.
So you would have to watch you would have to watch like 3 or 4, even sometimes 6 episodes to get the full story.
Yeah. I know it's the Secret Wars one they did like 4 episodes for that. They also did another one. It wasn't Sinister 6, I don't think. It was something else though. That the Spider-Man animated show did like a 5-episode thing. You had to watch all the episodes to connect it.
X-Men did that too a couple times. I think they had I know the Phoenix Saga was like 5 or 6 episodes, I think, or something like that.
You can't do that without it being
right.
5.
Yeah. Right. I don't know. They may not have done it as much as Spider-Man did it, but I know they did it at least for the Phoenix Saga. This show only did 2 episodes. Like they would have occasional to be continued 2 episode arcs, like the Two-Face episodes. But I don't think they ever did more than 2.
No, it's usually always only 2. But I think they all. What I love about this show too is that things do progress. Like things that happen, it's progressing on. It's not like something happened, they don't acknowledge what happened.
Yeah.
The only time that kind of like, and I don't know if it was because the DVDs and the Blu-rays are in production order, whereas I know when they were aired, they kind of aired out of order. But occasionally, like Robin will be in one episode, and then he won't be in the next episode, that type of thing.
Yep.
But occasionally, they'll have like, Bruce will call Dick, and he'll be at college or something. So that kind of maybe is why they, they can get away with him not being in certain episodes.
Yeah, they purposely did that. They wanted to age up Robin. And not have him be a kid because at the time they couldn't figure out how to make it work,
right?
Because obviously they brought in Tim Drake, who was essentially a Tim Drake Jason Todd hybrid. They just gave him Tim Drake's name with Jason Todd's backstory. Yeah, but at the time they didn't really know how they were gonna make it work, so they aged up Robin, and I thought that was one of the best decisions that they could do, because I've always loved an older Robin rather than a kid.
I agree. Even though I do love Damian Wayne. I do love Damian Wayne. Well, I was about to say something. Am I the only one that around Christmas time I want to watch the Christmas episode with the Joker?
Oh yeah, sure. Okay.
I didn't think about that, but I might start. That might be a tradition. I might start watching that episode during Christmas time.
I think that's all. That's like that's in the first season, and I think on the Blu-ray it's like the first, like one of the first episodes. It might be the first episode actually.
It might. The first episode I think is Man Bat.
Right.
On Leather Wings or something like that. But I think it might be the second episode. It might actually be episode 2.
Yeah.
One of the things I loved about this movie when I saw it the first time was seeing, and this is the flashback we're in right now, where Bruce is attempting to kind of be a vigilante for the first time, or one of the first times. And that was something we had never really seen before. It was in every, I mean, at this point, we hadn't had that many versions of Batman yet, but pretty much every version of Batman that existed, he was already Batman. Yeah. And he was already good at what he did. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So this was like Batman Begins before Batman Begins came out.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which was really, really cool.
You're right. I can't think of anything before this that showed a young amateur Batman.
They
I don't think there was.
They immediately go into him being Batman. For one, it's more marketable for him to be a good Batman. Two,
like
we weren't invested in seeing the origin at the time. Like nowadays, we want to see origins. I think Batman again proves that you can do a good origin too. But we wanted to see Batman immediately in the costume.
Right.
Or same with Superman. Like we wanted to see him in the costume already. I said it wasn't till the early 2000s, obviously with X-Men, Spider-Man. Even like Blade wasn't an origin. He was already Blade.
He was already Blade,
yeah. Got introduced. Like I said, it wasn't till the new millennium we start getting the origin stories of these superheroes.
Yeah, you're right.
And now we don't want origins. We want to see.
Now we're like,
now we're back to it. Like we don't want to see a Spider-Man origin. Just have him be Spider-Man.
Well, yeah, certain characters you don't need it.
You don't need
Spider-Man, it. Spider-Man, Batman. We all know their origin stories. Zack Snyder said that superheroes are today's mythology. So everybody knows the Batman story. Everybody knows the Spider-Man story. We want meat and potatoes now. We don't need the appetizer.
And it's true. I remember when Batman vs. Superman came out, or when the trailer for Batman vs. Superman came out, and you saw the glimpse of Martha and Thomas Wayne being shot, and people were like, "Really? Again? We're seeing this again?"
Yeah.
So
I like the opening, but I ain't gonna lie, I was dreading that too. I'm like, why are we seeing the shot again? Why are we seeing the pearls? And we understand why, because in the movie,
Right.
Spoiler: both mothers are named Martha, so that's why we have to, get the scene so we can understand,
And at least it is the very first scene of the movie, and it's the credits basically. So it's not like it was a big thing, but I actually really liked the opening of that movie a lot.
We didn't have to get him sitting in the mansion sulking, and then we get the flashback of,
right.
of the scene. Like, get it out the way. I could have done what
The funny thing is, we have a lot of people think that we've seen it a lot, but we haven't seen it a lot. It seems like we've seen it a lot
just because we all know it.
We know it so well, but it's only ever been done in live action twice.
Yeah, because we got it in Batman Begins, and they showed glimpses. And
in the '89 Batman, there's the flashback
'89, and then we see it in Forever.
So well, no, they're already dead by then. I think because
you talking about in the origin, not flashbacks.
So really, just Batman Begins.
Batman Begins and
it's told out of order.
BVS.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
But I think, like you said, it's because everybody knows
right
Batman's origin. It's just like Spider-Man. Everybody knows Peter Parker was bit by a radioactive spider. We don't need to see it. Just put him in a suit and let him be Spider-Man.
I've seen it so many damn times in the damn Spider-Man opening, him getting bit by the spider, climbing up on the ceiling every episode. It's the Phantasm. This, I ain't gonna lie, this will be a villain I would like to see in live action.
Phantasm?
I think Phantasm would be awesome in live action.
Dude, if Matt Reeves does a Phantasm, my head would explode.
He can do Phantasm. Phantasm can work for sure.
Yo, like imagine a trailer that's just like the DC Fandom trailer we got, except instead of the tape, you hear Salvatore Valestra. Like, bruh, I would lose it.
I think it can work though.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think it could work very well in Matt Reeves' universe for sure.
You missed.
Like he's floating.
Yeah, it doesn't like Phantasm doesn't really walk. It's like just glides across the ground.
Watching this makes me want to watch The Long Halloween for some reason though too.
You always want to watch The Long
Halloween. Yeah, it's just
dude, I love those. I love it, man. I want to buy that deluxe edition so bad, but I don't justify spending $45 on that again. I can't see it.
I couldn't. I did buy the deluxe edition, but I didn't. I wanted to get it on 4K, but the price difference was ridiculous, and so I bought it on Blu-ray.
It's like 42 something, $42.99 on 4K. I'm like, no, I can't do it.
I couldn't do it either. Watching this makes me want to just rewatch the animated series again.
Yeah. I'm so glad that I have this animated series before Kevin Conroy passed away, because I think these are about to fly off.
Yeah, they probably will.
Oh yeah,
right.
I think I'm about to buy the one that you have, John. I'm gonna still keep the ones I have, but I want that one because I want to have the official release. Because obviously I have the bootlegs, but I'm probably going to get that.
I need to get Batman Beyond on Blu-ray. That series.
Yeah, I have it on DVD. I don't have it on Blu-ray though.
I don't have it physically at all. I only have it digitally.
I don't have it physically either.
Now, Justin, you and I listened to Pod Meets World.
Yes.
The podcast. That next episode I'm not really looking forward to, because I know that Will Friedle is going to be distraught.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because Kevin Conroy was his mentor.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Because that was that was his first. Well, I assume Will Friedle's kind of first foray into voice acting.
It was his first voice acting job was Batman Beyond.
Wow.
So yeah, that was that's I know it probably hit him harder than anybody.
Sure it did.
That's great that we got to meet him though. Like,
yeah,
man.
Yeah.
You guys are lucky. I never.
That's a story I love telling because we were just me, Alex, and my son. We were just walking past, and I saw him. I waved at him, and he waved at me, and then he said, "Come on over." And he didn't have a line.
No,
and
we didn't have to pay either.
Yeah, we didn't have to pay. And normally those things are like $100. To have a to have a meet and greet and get a photo with him.
Right.
And he invited me over to come talk. And we didn't talk long. We only talked for about 5 minutes, but obviously we talked about Batman the animated series, and we talked briefly about the games. But it was at that moment he wasn't really Kevin Conroy the actor. He was Kevin Conroy the Batman fan, because he at that moment he was just a fan, just like I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was talking about he said, "Aren't the stories just great?" I was like, yeah, like I grew up watching you, I grew up hearing your voice, and I just wanted to thank you for letting me come over and talk to you. He was like, yeah, man, I really enjoy the talking about this series with people and how important it was for animation. I was like, I couldn't agree more. It was just, yeah, I'm so grateful for that opportunity to meet him.
That's awesome.
And it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't planned. Like we just happened to be walking past, and
yeah,
that's so cool.
The fact that we got a picture and everything. I still got that picture.
Yeah. Alex took that picture.
Yeah, awesome. Like it's just crazy to see him in person. Yeah, you're so used to seeing him on like pictures and videos and stuff, but seeing him in person, I'm like, wow.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That's the one. I don't think we've talked about this yet, but I love how Kevin Conroy does with his voice, where he switches from Batman to Bruce Wayne. I think he does a perfect emulation with his voice.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah, that was his idea too, to give Batman and Bruce Wayne 2 different voices, because he wanted them to feel more like 2 different people.
Yeah,
because he was saying like, there's no way, like in the real world, like if Bill Gates was going out being a vigilante, like people would automatically know that it was Bill Gates.
Right.
So like how would he was trying to think, like, how would I differentiate the 2 personas? And he was like, maybe not only change personality, but change my voice. So Bruce Wayne has a lighter, more sarcastic, confident, charismatic voice, which is very close to Kevin Conroy's own voice. It's just a little higher pitch.
I like that shot there, like the futuristic car, and it's the Batmobile.
Yeah,
their inspiration.
That was the Batmobile. So we got the inspiration for.
Yeah, just do what you were saying. There's an episode of Batman with the Adam West Batman that I saw recently, that or maybe I saw a clip of it online. But basically, Commissioner Gordon calls Batman and then has Lieutenant O'Hara call Bruce Wayne. And they put the phones together so Bruce Wayne and Batman can talk to each other. And so Adam West, it was obviously like very comedic, but Adam West would be like, using the exact same voice for both characters, would be like talking to Bruce Wayne and then be like, well, yes, Batman, I think that would work. And he's like, all right, we'll meet us at the, it was just kind of, it was very silly. Stu and I did a podcast episode on this movie a while back, and I had not watched the movie in forever since doing that before we did the episode, and I forgot how good this movie is. I mean, it really is a great Batman movie.
It's excellent.
I watched the I don't know if you guys watch is the Nostalgia Critic, but he did a review on this movie. He does like a lot of rants and stuff. You know, he kind of talks about a lot of bad movies, but he watches movies like I can't. There's nothing bad about this movie. Like
really, it's true.
This is the perfect Batman movie. Like
it's
a shame that it's a shame that nobody has this on their like all-time list of superhero movies, because obviously, you know, they don't have it on here because it's animation, so they wouldn't think to put it on here.
Right.
But if you include animation, it has to be amongst the best of the best, because it's nearly flawless. If this were live action, people would probably say this is definitively the best Batman movie ever made. Did he hit him over the head with a piece of meat?
That's what it looked like.
It's something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think it is. I don't think it is a piece of meat, but it doesn't
look like he hit him over the head with a piece of ham or something.
Just use whatever you got.
Hope you got your insurance paid up. What? Like, do you know who I am?
I'm Batman. Not yet, but he will be.
Not yet. He haven't said his favorite line yet. I am the night. I am vengeance. It's a slow motion and jump in the air for me.
Yep.
Oh.
Ooh. Landed on the cash box.
And they're gonna swipe it up.
It's gonna leave a mark.
Did all that for nothing. Could have just walked away. Your woman just trying to comfort you, bro. Calm down.
Right.
Like,
just being nice, like, Bruce.
Goodness. Yeah, it does make you want to watch the animated series.
Yeah, when we were all kind of in lockdown for COVID, I marathoned the series, and it was I loved every second of it. And watching this makes me just want to start it right over and watch it all over again.
Yeah. See, the thing about that is when I start watching this, it makes me want to watch the rest of the Bruce Timm universe.
Yeah.
So I'll go from this, and then I'll watch Superman, and I'll watch Batman Beyond,
right? And
Justice League, Justice League Unlimited.
After watching Thrown to Atlantis, it made me want to watch the next one, then the next one of that universe. Like, I ain't gonna lie, it made me want to just binge watch the rest of them. I still need to finish 2 of them.
Which
still need to finish Wonder Woman Bloodlines and Apocalypse War, and I'll be done with that. You know, that universe.
I haven't watched. I think the only one I haven't seen in the universe is Bloodlines. I haven't watched that one either.
This scene is fantastic.
Yes.
Didn't count on being happy. That's crazy. It kind of reminds me of and I'm pretty sure they they got it directly from this. But when Jesus is in the Garden of Gethsemane before he gets crucified, like if there's any other way, please let there be another way.
Yeah, it's very true. Cut to Batman. I know he said it before, but I just love the look of the buildings and everything in this universe. You know, I think it's just incredible.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And we got Emmett in the chat. What's up, Emmett?
Yo.
Sorry for the ones relaying this bad news, but yeah, that is why we were watching this movie. It's a tribute to Kevin Conroy, who passed away just the other day. Unfortunately, too early, at the age of 66.
I think I was at work when I heard the information. I immediately FaceTime John. And I figured he was probably busy, that's why I didn't pick up the phone. I'm like,
I was writing the article.
Oh, okay.
About his passing when you called me.
Stu's the one that relayed the information to me. I hadn't heard it until you texted me, Stu.
I heard about it before like the official news broke.
Yeah.
One of the guys in my group chat, in my other group chat, he sent Diane Pershing's Facebook post. She's the voice of Poison Ivy. And we were just waiting on an official confirmation from a credible news outlet.
Yeah, when you first texted me, I immediately Googled it and I saw tweets, but I didn't see any, like official news. And of course, I didn't know about Diane Pershing's Facebook post. So I was sitting there going, "Please let this be fake. Please let this be a bad rumor or something." And then, of course, it wasn't. So, unfortunately.
Because I was driving when I found out. The notification for the group chat came up on my phone, and I was like, "No, you got to be kidding me! That's got to be fake." And my mom was looking at me like, "What? Like what?" I was like, "I'm not gonna say it yet because I don't know if it's true or not, and I don't want to put it in the air."
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it out loud.
Hey, I'm not gonna say it out loud. And then by the time we got home, it was all but confirmed.
Yeah.
That's Dana Delaney.
I was just about to ask if that was Dana Delaney. I was about to look it up because I was like, that sounds like Lois Lane.
Lois Lane.
I think I forgot all about that.
This nigga was happy once.
Yeah.
Looks like the Joker.
That is the Joker.
I know. Oh.
So John Pelzo might be joining us here. He just sent me a text asking how to get in. So I told him to copy the link, and we'll see if he shows up.
I usually so I'm watching on my MacBook. I just type it in the browser. Just type in StreamYard.
That's what I told him to do. I said just type this link into your computer browser, and it should take you right there.
Yeah.
So Emmett, I'm assuming, are you talking to Stu or Alex here?
Yeah, he's talking to me.
Yeah.
I'm about to say I don't. I think Tyler sent it to me in the group chat, and I was like, I you had those ones you go like yeah. I was like, what? Wait, what? Like, and I think I did immediately what you did, Justin. I googled it. I said I gotta see if this is real.
Right.
Yeah. The ironic part, the last time I was this shocked about a death, Chadwick Boseman died.
Yeah. Yeah. I love this scene.
This scene is so good.
Yeah. The music. It's Alfred's reaction.
Setting up for the first time. Yeah.
And the music too.
So good.
I know it's one celebrity death that's gonna really hurt my soul when it happens. Well, two actually. When Christopher Lloyd passed and Michael J. Fox passed. When they passed, I'm probably gonna be silent that entire day.
Yeah.
I already can feel it in my heart.
Day of mourning, yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna binge watch the entire series. I'm gonna watch all the documentaries on my Blu-rays, even though I've seen them like hundreds of times. I'm probably gonna watch I'm probably gonna have a whole day where I need to just be by myself when that happens.
For sure.
He just did an article too for I think People's Magazine too.
Hello.
What's up?
Hello.
What up?
How's it going?
Yo. What's up?
Long time no see, man.
What's up, Stu? Yeah, I know, right? Good.
Finished your second binge of Breaking Bad there, Luke. That's pretty cool.
He doing like me with Game of Thrones.
Yeah, nice. So, John, we are... I don't know, hold on. I can tell you where we are. Maybe?
I'm 37, 33, 34, 35, 36.
Yep, we're exactly the same spot. Yeah. 37, 38, 39. So we're almost 38 minutes into Mask of the Phantasm.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you would care to join us.
It's crazy that Mark Hamill wasn't the first person to voice. Well, he wasn't the only person to voice the Joker. Because I think the Christmas episode, that's not Mark Hamill, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Really, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think Mark Hamill wasn't he wasn't the first person.
Tim Curry was the original choice.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow,
yeah.
Oh yeah, I actually heard an audio sample of his Joker a couple weeks ago, I think.
I haven't listened to it
yet. I was not impressed. I mean, obviously
it's weird because we're so used to Mark Hamill, though.
Yeah, exactly. If I hadn't heard, if you didn't know Mark Hamill's, it probably would have been fine. Mm-hmm. But with Mark Hamill's example, Tim Curry, sorry, doesn't have it.
But it also must have been weird to hear Tim Curry's voice coming out of Mark Hamill's Joker.
Right.
Exactly.
It would have been different if it was another animation style.
I will say that if you had to pick someone that had to replace, Mark Hamill or had been the one that took it originally, he would have been an okay one. But like I said, comparing to what Mark Hamill does, it's just nothing holds.
Yeah.
It's funny. Let's cast Pennywise to be the Joker. You already played the clown before.
That could have been, one of the things that inspired it.
Most likely. Emmett, to answer your question, I've seen most of the first season. I never really got past the first season. I always thought I liked certain elements of Gotham, but it wasn't a show that really pulled me in too much. I really like the guy that played the Penguin. It's just one of those things. It's kind of weird to make a show with Batman villains without Batman.
Yeah,
but
and the fact that they're so much older than him, and like it
yeah,
took me
yeah,
out of it.
yeah.
I was like, this guy is he. There's no way that these old men are gonna go against
Right,
against
right.
Batman.
Yeah. Did the same thing happen for you when you were watching Joker? Because Bruce Wayne's a child in Joker, with Joaquin
Yeah,
Phoenix
a
being
little
so
bit,
much older.
not
A
to
little
the
bit,
extent, not to that extent because Bruce Wayne is barely in Joker.
right, right.
Um,
Where he's a prominent character on Gotham. Yeah,
yeah.
I thought that was a little bit different though because I felt like that Joker wasn't the main Joker that was going against Batman. I feel like the um if it was going to be another Joker, it was going to be an inspired Joker from Joaquin Phoenix. If they were ever going to go forward with that version of Batman.
right, right.
Hmm.
Very
But I
curious
will
to see
say
how
this:
they.
that movie was so done that if they decided to make that canon, I wouldn't necessarily be mad.
So John Stu asked us at the beginning of this what our introduction to Batman was, and I answered it was probably for me, Super Friends.
Oh,
Probably the
like
80s.
ever?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got
Yeah,
you.
ever.
I told him I don't know for sure. Batman's always just kind of been a part of my life.
Mm-hmm.
But I know I watched like the Adam West show and Super Friends before the '89 Batman came out. So I was curious what if you have any idea.
I would assume because I remember watching the Adam West show before I saw the '89 one. Because that was in theaters and I couldn't see it in theaters. My parents went and screened it and decided it was too dark.
Sure.
And at that time, the Batman show, the Adam West show, was being played on like television.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that's when it was because I remember watching that show frequently, like around that time.
Yeah. I used to remember coming home like during the summer. We'd go to like the neighborhood pool, and then I'd come home and sit in front of the TV and watch reruns of the Adam West Batman.
I used to watch reruns of the Adam West Batman on TV Land.
Nice.
TV Land. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The Batwing.
But this was like years later because Batman Begins was coming out, and there was a lot of Batman content on trying to promote Batman Begins.
Yeah, around the time period that Justin and I are talking about, Batman was really, all there was Adam West,
Right.
and the Tim Burton Batman was just now defining and creating that new dark Batman era that didn't exist.
Yeah.
Right. No.
Yeah. Kevin Conroy said that all he knew before he started voice acting for this series, all he knew was Adam West because he didn't read the comics, and Batman '89 at the time was only 2 years old,
Right.
so he hadn't seen it yet.
He hadn't seen it when he.
No, he hadn't seen it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the only knew about Batman was Adam West. So when he got when they approached him about it, Bruce Timm kind of reintroduced Batman to him. Like he like kind of filled him in on the lore and all the dark
so cool.
nuances to Batman.
That's actually really cool though.
That's very cool.
And he basically because he was a theater kid, he was like, oh, so it's Hamlet. So he took that
nice.
and just applied it to Batman. And he also said that it reminded him of the Scarlet Pimpernel, which ironically was the inspiration for Batman from Bob Kane. Bob Kane thought
Oh,
of
wow.
this Scarlet Pimpernel when he contributed to the creation of Batman with Bill Finger.
That's awesome.
Didn't the Tim Burton movie kind of inspire this show too, though?
Yes.
Like, didn't the Tim Burton movie help with this
Yes.
too? So it's weird. It's funny that
I mean,
you
so
didn't see
you've
the
got
movie.
the theme, you know, the
Danny
Danny
Elfman
Elfman,
theme,
and it's not like exact, is it?
No, I don't think so.
It's like
it's like a variation of the music. It's kind of
right.
for this show, but it is that Tim Burton music that he created. I would assume.
We're never gonna see Bullock in live action, huh?
We get versions
than-
of him, but we don't never
Yeah.
get like Harvey Bullock
Like
proper.
an actual, yeah, we only get the actual
Yeah.
character, right?
Right. As I say, he was
Yeah.
on that Gotham show, but yeah, not like
Oh, he was on the
how
Gotham
he's on
show?
this.
I don't know
Yeah.
that.
I liked him on Gotham.
Donald Logue.
I forget the actor that played his. Donald Logue. Yeah.
They trying to take out my nigga Batman. Goodness.
So I've actually only seen this movie one time.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We so we were just talking earlier about how Stu and I did an episode on it a while back.
Right.
And I had not watched it in a long time before we did the episode, and it's like I just forgot how good of a movie it is. It is a really good movie. Not just like a good animated Batman movie, but a good movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember when it came out in the theater, people were talking about kind of what you're saying, how it was just so well done. And to be a movie based on an animated television kids show.
Right, yeah. Did you get to see this?
Unheard of.
Which was only a year old at the time.
Right.
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 I don't recall. I feel like I rented it. I feel like I
Yeah.
did not see it in the theater.
I didn't get to see it in the theater, unfortunately. I actually didn't see it until I started working at Blockbuster. So it was like the early 2000s.
Oh my goodness.
It's probably about 10 years after it came out.
Yeah.
I think I saw this on Cartoon Network or something like that. It had to be on like Cartoon Network.
And I don't think I've even seen the Sub-Zero one.
I think I saw that on DVD.
I've seen that one once because we did it for a podcast too, and I did.
Oh, that was your first time seeing it?
Yeah, it was my first time seeing it, and it's not bad, but it's not nearly as good as this one.
Yeah.
You guys watch Mystery of the Batwoman? You guys watch that one too?
I've seen that one once as well. Yeah.
I try to get all the movies that were tied into this.
Did we do?
this universe.
Did we do the episode?
No, I think you watched it. I think we were gonna do an episode on it, and we just never.
Yeah.
I think we ended up doing either Flashpoint Paradox or something else instead. But,
Yeah, that's what it was. We did Flashpoint Paradox because we were like both super excited to do
Right.
it.
Yeah, I wanted to own all the movies that were tied into this universe.
Bruce Timm universe. Yeah.
And I guess Batman and Harley Quinn is tied to this one too, right? That one's tied to the that one too.
Yeah, I guess it is technically. I mean, kind of. It's
It's the
Kevin
same
Conroy.
actors and the same animation style, but
Harley's not the same
It's
actress,
kind
though.
of its own. It's kind of its own thing. Who does Harley in that one? Because I know Arlene Sorkin does it in the series, but
I think her name is Michelle Rauch. She was on Big Bang Theory. Not Haley. What's her name? Who does it on the actual Harley Quinn
Kaylee
show
Cuoco.
now? Yeah, Kaylee Cuoco.
Yeah.
But it's the other. She played. Gosh, I haven't watched Big Bang Theory in forever. The guy that always had like the big belt buckles on and stuff. If you ever watched Big Bang Theory, it was his like girlfriend / wife.
the Jewish guy.
Yes, yeah. His girlfriend. She had like kind of a really squeaky voice on Big Bang Theory, which was obviously something she was just doing. She plays Harley Quinn in that movie.
Okay. Batman the animated series was responsible for the birth of Harley Quinn.
Right.
Yeah.
True.
I remember that.
As well as the Nora Freeze backstory for Mr. Freeze.
They tried to use it in Batman and Robin, immediately failed.
That's probably the only good thing about Batman and Robin.
See,
4K is fantastic.
wife? What about my wife? Batman killed her. You lie!
You lie.
Oh, get it, Batman. Get it. We all learn Batman is never safe when it comes to a woman.
Batman
Dark Knight Rises,
Batman is like James Bond, bro. Like no woman is safe around him.
Bruh. That's why I said, even Catwoman, though, of all people, still can't be safe. Like, you a vigilante. Well, you're not a vigilante, but you put on a costume just like me, and I still can't trust you. Like, god damn, son. Can never be happy. Oh.
I'm back.
Yeah, and she knows you're She knows you're Batman too. I'm not the one who brought Vicky Vale into the Batcave. He just can't win. I'm sorry, Batman. I'm sorry.
We were also talking, John, about how before this movie, there really wasn't. It looked in an animation or live action, there wasn't a Batman like learning to be Batman. Like this movie has flashbacks of him like being a vigilante without like the bat costume on, kind of testing it out and stuff, like Batman Begins type stuff.
Right.
And this movie was kind of the first to do that. And I don't know, I was thinking about like the comic Batman Year One. I don't remember if there's some of that in there or not, but in at least in animation or movies, there was none of that had happened really yet.
Right.
So I thought that was kind of cool.
I love that even they used the skull cap like he did in Batman Begins too. Well, Batman Begins clearly got it from that, but that was pretty dope.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're just one man. Now we're two.
He said, we? He said, we?
We?
He said, who was that? Just some nut.
Just some nut.
Now I want to watch Batman Begins.
I know, now
Oh. It's not Batman, you idiot.
One thing that is underrated about Joker, especially this Joker, is his eyes. Everybody wants to talk about his smile, but he has these scariest eyes.
Yeah,
it's just hollow.
Yeah,
and they glow because of the dark black. Yeah,
the fact that his eyes are yellow, like.
I think that's one of the things I really don't like about when they kind of redesign the characters.
Change animation,
season 4 or whatever, or volume 4 on the DVDs and stuff.
Just straight black eyes.
Yeah, it was like black, just the little black dot, and he had like the red lips. But it's the eyes that really kind of bugged me. Actually, he didn't have the red lips. It was just a big smile. But the eyes, if they had kept the eyes the same, I think I would have been okay with the change. But I dislike the eyes and on the
They were black with white dots instead.
That's what it was. Yeah.
And it's interesting too, because with the black around them, that's technically, that's Heath Ledger's Joker.
Yeah, that's true.
And I wonder if that's where he kind of got that idea.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
I would not be surprised.
Oh, I love his laugh.
I do too.
The
This
people
is
are like, what?
What you call? Yeah. Councilman Reeves.
Laughing so much he's crying.
Could you imagine like the agony that he's in?
Yeah. It's kind of like when you watch Joker. It's kind of sad that he's like laughing. He can't control it. Like, and he's probably in so much pain. Like you guys ever laugh so hard that your stomach is like caving in?
Yeah.
I used to imagine doing that for like a long period of time. Like that's
His abs have to be insane.
I like how the scene is kind of desaturated because it's supposed to be like dark, but their tongues are very bright red.
Saying it wouldn't look right if their tongues were like grayish blue.
I guess so. Yeah, maybe they tried it that way and they were like, "This looks weird."
They're saying it looks too black and white.
Yeah,
that's probably
probably.
What it is. Gotta throw a little bit of color in there.
Mm-hmm.
You can see even there's a little color up on at the top with the little screens or whatever. Like some brown
monitors.
Yeah. Dang, he going crazy.
I see more monitors than you guys do because I'm watching the television presentation.
I love when it's like an outline of his cowl and the eyes.
Yeah, just his silhouette.
Yeah, I love that.
They even did that with I remember the when they were doing the teaser for the first Scooby-Doo movie. If you remember that.
Really?
And they had just the silhouette of the ears and then it turned and it was Scooby-Doo. Yeah, you remember this too? Yeah, but it was like you thought Batman.
I forgot about that, man.
Instead of Roberto.
And what year did that come out? Does anyone remember?
2001.
Yeah. So it was after Batman and Robin, and you're like, oh, are they? It's a dark Batman. They're going dark again. He's got to be so annoyed. Just that laugh. He's like, just shut up.
You got me thinking, John, about people going to the movies and seeing that preview and being like, "There's a new Batman," and then Scooby-Doo, and they're just like pissed.
That's probably what happened. The internet wasn't a thing like it is today. The internet wasn't a thing, so like nowadays we watch trailers on YouTube. Nah, you were going to the theater to see that trailer.
Thought it was Batman.
Yeah.
Well, I remember, like, I went to go see The Village in 2004, I guess.
Yeah, that's when it
and I was wanting to see it because I wanted to see it, but I also knew that there was supposed to be a Batman Begins teaser beforehand, and that I could not wait to see that. And
pretty sure we saw that together, actually, 2004. Yeah. Yep.
Probably did.
They didn't show it?
No, they did, but it's like it only had a flash of Batman at the very end. It was mostly, it was like.
Oh yeah. Yep. Wasn't that the shot where he's like hanging, like upside down, or am I wrong on that?
I don't think he was hanging upside down. It might have been. It was enough to get me excited, though. I could not wait to see the movie.
Yeah, you definitely got to see it was a different Batman movie than the Clooney.
Batman and Robin. All right.
When you guys first saw this movie, did you guys guess that she was the Phantasm?
No.
I don't think so.
I didn't either.
I was like 9 years old, maybe 10. Yeah, definitely not.
I remember way after the fact finding out that apparently they had released a Phantasm action figure. That was her. Then it was like in the case, it like she didn't have the mask on, so it just basically just told you that she was the Phantasm.
Oh wow! And that was released pre-movie.
Well, I don't know, maybe pre-movie. I'm not sure. But it
That's
was
interesting because I would have still been getting toys at that time, and I do not remember seeing that.
I don't really remember seeing it either.
It could have been a hard, figure to get because if you remember, there were specific figures that you just did not see in stores because if people saw them, they grabbed them off the shelf.
Now, John, I think he literally slapped her with some meat. Joker just slapped her with some meat.
Foreshadowing.
Oh my god.
Nah, that's funny.
Biggest
The
fan.
biggest
I see
fan.
what
See what you did. Oh no.
Got quite the grip.
She about to be minced meat.
That would have been terrible.
Yeah. That would have been a terrible way to die.
Right on time. On the bad bike.
I like Joe. Shucks.
Damn. Oh. You literally go, shit.
Almost got him.
Next time.
Next time.
Oh, Luke Ponto's joining us for the last few minutes here.
What up?
What up, dudes?
What's up, Luke? How's it going?
Good. How are you guys?
Pretty good. Watching Batman Mask of the Phantasm, Kevin Conroy tribute.
Yep. I mean, just wanted to come in and catch on for a little bit. I mean, I just finished. I just watched Polar Express with Tyler, so
Nice.
been a long time since I've actually seen it like in its entirety. So
Yeah, I don't know when the last time I watched that whole movie was either. My nephew's obsessed with the Polar Express because he's obsessed with trains, and so that it's a train movie. So interesting that little building had Warner
My little
Brothers.
cousin is obsessed with trains as well. Right.
Warner Brothers logo. Wow, that's hilarious.
yeah.
But I'm guessing it's supposed to be Gotham, but that looked like the Empire State Building. Not Empire State. The Chrysler Building.
Chrysler Building.
Chrysler building.
Yeah, like the Chrysler Building.
Let's see.
Oh,
Oh.
Tooth out.
Yeah, that's definitely the Chrysler building. Oh,
Knocked his teeth out.
damn. Yo, not the little helicopters, though.
Hate those things.
Oh, you gotta spin like Spider-Man, bro. That's how you gotta do it.
Speaking of trains,
Yeah, there you go. Just punch him.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Tyler was turning up during that sequence where the train was going on the ice.
Oh yeah.
That was, and I'm not gonna lie, especially when they go down that hill, like you can literally feel like it's a roller coaster.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because the way that Robert Zemeckis like shot the film, it was just like it goes down like a roller coaster. It really feels like you're on a roller coaster. So that's what I'm catching.
Everything always.
I don't know
ends
about
with a
you guys,
bomb
but
with the
that's
Joker.
what I'm catching.
Everything always ends with a bomb. Everything explodes.
Everything explodes.
People just like to watch the world burn.
Joker with a jetpack.
The prototype for the Mr. Freeze suit.
Yeah.
Oh, that does like the Mr. Freeze suit.
Uh-huh.
Luke, what's the last movie you bought?
Oh, actually, I just bought a few things today. Actually, at Goodwill.
Oh yeah.
I'll show you guys really quick. I got them all for like $2.50 a piece.
Nice.
It's turbo time.
So I got Looper.
Nice. Very good.
I did want this on 4K, but this was only like $2.50, so I was like, all
Can't
right.
pass it up. Yeah.
It's extremely cheap, so I mean, and this one I got because it was there and also had the slipcover. Southpaw with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, cool.
I keep forgetting that this movie was directed by Antoine Fuqua.
Oh yeah. I forgot that too.
I did
I
not.
saw that
know.
movie. It wasn't bad.
I want to rewatch it someday, but I will. But this one, I saved this for last because I thought this was the coolest find out of all of them. It is a Blu-ray 3D with the slipcover. Men in Black 3.
Nice.
Nice.
Particular slip.
That's a good one.
Lenticular slip, yeah.
But this case is thick, dude. This case is extremely thick
Wow.
because it only has like 3 discs. But it's basically like what Sony used to do anyway. Because it has the 3D, it has the Blu-ray and the DVD. Which, by the way, the Blu-ray disc for this dude, absolutely atrocious. It's just the cake
It's
in
the
the beginning
cake.
of the movie,
Right.
and I'm just like, really?
Yes, Emmett. I think that Mark Hamill is the best voice of the Joker.
That's why they got him back for the games.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, besides
Sorry.
Batman
Arkham
Arkham Origins. Yeah,
But Troy
Right.
Baker does a great job.
I agree.
He does. Isn't Troy Baker Batman and Joker at that game? Because it's
No,
not counting
he-
Conroy.
he's-
Uh,
He's Batman and the Telltale games.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
He's actually a really good Batman too.
Yep.
So he got to play both characters.
Yeah, I think he might be the only actor to play both.
He is.
Hold on. I was gonna show this also. I know John and Alex know I got this, but just figured I'd show it off for fun. Got the Top Gun Steelbook, baby.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I want that pretty badly. I haven't gotten it yet.
Looks really good.
I still got to watch it again, dude. I haven't had the urge to rewatch it.
I have the urge to rewatch it.
I will, because it's still my number one of the year. So I mean, there's no question I have to rewatch it.
I might rewatch that tomorrow, actually.
Because
John, have you seen that?
After I come from,
no, I've not.
Dude, it's
what?
I heard it's fantastic.
I would do a double feature. I did a double feature actually. I watched the first.
Yeah, you did.
Gun,
I forgot you did a double
Gun
feature with Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick.
And the Top Gun 4K for the first one. It looks great and it sounds amazing as well.
Yeah,
I highly recommend.
I was gonna say because I was out of town for the day. Because I was at a college football game because my cousin is on the dance team for that college. So after we got some dinner, I told my mom that this was actually back in stock at Best Buy, so I went in quick. But for some reason, it wasn't on the shelf, so I talked to one of the employees, and they had it one of their stock carts, so I was able to get it. So
I'm hearing that tomorrow they're starting their official Black Friday like deals.
Yeah,
some stuff went on Black Friday, but tomorrow will be.
And there's some of them that I'm already planning to. There's some of them I'm already planning to buy anyway. Like planning to buy the Lost Boys, Poltergeist, and the first Sonic on 4K since I have the second one on 4K.
Poltergeist looks fantastic on 4K.
I agree.
I know. That's the reason why I'm trying. That's the reason why I want to get it, man. Plus, you guys are gonna be shocked by this, but I do not own Poltergeist like at all.
Oh, that's a great shot. That's a great shot.
Seeing him look up at the bat signal like that. Oh,
and the score, though, the music.
I know the music is amazing.
But again, it's also inside my steelbook for Top Gun. I stuck both of my tickets in there.
Nice.
I saw it twice.
Nice.
Hey, Alex, you'll appreciate this. It's a little off topic, but kind of what Luke's talking about. So I went and saw the it's in my DVD of Back to the Future 2, but I went and saw the trilogy on October 21st, 2015.
Yeah,
so
I wish
put
I
my
would
ticket stub in the case there.
Nice.
I
wish I would have did that when they released it. I don't know if they did. I don't know. Did they do that here?
I don't remember them doing it here, but I would have gone if they had done it.
I know I would have went too.
It was awesome.
I was out of high school at that time. I think I was driving too, so I would have been able to go to the theater. So,
yeah. But
it's hilarious to hear you guys talk about that because I was 32 when I was seeing that movie or the trilogy in 2015.
I was
3
years.
Isn't it kind of funny that Back to the Future 2 actually predicted so many things that actually did happen in 2015?
Well,
that's hilarious to me.
Some of they were off by a year. The Cubs didn't win.
Yeah, some of them were, but we didn't get Jaws Part 23 or anything like that.
Jaws 19. Yeah.
It's so it's sometimes when I go back and watch Back to the Future Part 2, it's so funny to me that so many coincidental things that the film actually depicted actually did happen. That's what I find funny about it.
Something I was gonna say, and I forget what it was about.
Sure.
Future. Oh, I remember as a kid. They go to October 21st, 2015, and as a kid, I was like, "How old am I gonna be?" And I got a calculator out, in 2015 minus my birth year, and it said 32, and I remember being like, "What?" 32? Seems so old.
That's
in 2 years. In 2 years, I'll be 32. That sounds so old. I don't.
No, well, yeah.
It's all
continuing Justin's
32.
Continuing Justin's trademark. What?
32 now.
What?
Yeah, bro, I just think at that time to get 2015, that's the future, and we get to it. It's like, oh, that's
it's just that crazy, bro. because not to get too off topic again, but I still remember like Justin's wondering the Men in Black watch along like, what?
Yeah, because Tyler had never seen it, right?
Yeah, that's right. It was his first time watching Men in Black when John hosted that watch along.
I'm watching the credits for Batman, and it said the synthesist for under the music, Hans Zimmer.
Mm-hmm. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
Didn't
know that.
I didn't know that either.
That makes sense.
Huh. Yeah.
So he did this before he did The Lion King.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is an amazing score as well.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Batman
Mask of the Phantasm.
Phantasm.
This was
our
the
late great Kevin Conroy.
Yep, exactly. Thank you for joining us, John, Luke, Alex, Stu. Thank you for being a part of this.
Yes, sir.
Being able to watch. It's always nice being able to watch Batman: Mask of the Phantasm. Always nice hearing Kevin Conroy's voice. It's sad that we're not going to get any future projects from him, unfortunately. But
the man rest in peace.
He gave us a lot.
Yep.
I mean, he gave us
he did. I mean, he played Batman for 30 years.
Series.
Much, so.
Yeah, he was the longest tenured Batman actor of both animation and live action, and he is the only Batman voice actor to play both animation and live action.
And live action.
He was the Kingdom Come Batman in the CW crossover event, Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah. So I mean, I think this goes without saying, but he is he's the greatest to ever do it. He's when it comes to Batman, he's the GOAT.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, I think we're gonna end the stream here and call it a night. Thanks again for everybody joining us. Thanks for all you guys in the comments and yeah, hopefully we can do this again soon sometime.
For sure.
Yep.
All right.
Yes, sir.
See you guys.
All right.